I believe the Prime Minister and the team went on, is it ChatGPT, and they put in certain parameters as to what do the people want, and the search engine went and followed all UWP meetings. It went and followed all UWP meetings, Mr. Speaker, and it picked out some of the things that we were saying that is required by the people of St. Lucia.
During his contribution to the 2025-2026 Appropriations Bill debate, Member of Parliament for Choiseul Saltibus Bradley Felix alleged that Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's quote, promises made, promises kept, ends quote, subheading of the budget presentation was lifted directly from the previous United Workers' Party UWP administration's playbook. He specifically accused the government of taking credit for education projects initiated under the former administration, citing the opening of technical vocational facilities as an example.
When we left office, Mr. Speaker, there was an implementation team in the ministry for TVET, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the minister in particular and the Prime Minister, they also boast so much about first generation, Mr. Speaker, as if that was an initiative of this government.
Member of Parliament for Denry North and Education Minister Sean Edward promptly refuted the claims, arguing that routine technical education coursework does not constitute fully developed learning institutions with tailored curricula within an entire education system. Highlighting several initiatives, he also asserted that the Chasney-led government failed to deliver.
Today you come and you want to claim success in relation to TVET program and first generation scholarship program. You promised 23 islands, but you wouldn't complete the Larry Choiseul Center. You promised 26 islands, you wouldn't complete the Austin Hill Road. But today, head a member for Choiseul. He comes and he talks about roads in his constituency. He talks about centers in his constituency that have not been opened. As I said in the debate on the estimates, Mr. Speaker, if there are facilities waiting to be opened in his constituency or any constituency for that matter, this government will ensure that the facility will be opened.
Edward, emphasizing the importance of ICT in education, criticized the former United Workers' Party UWP government for suspending the quote one laptop per child ends quote program, only to later adopt an Ebook initiative when remote learning became necessary during the pandemic. According to the Education Minister, the Philip J. Pierre administration had to address the UWP's alleged missteps in the licensing acquisition for curricula loaded onto the portable computer devices.
The government has registered significant savings since we restored the laptop program compared to what obtained under the United Workers' Party administration. We've been able to save $2.8 million because, Mr. Speaker, during the reign of the United Workers' Party, they entered an agreement with a company, Mr. Speaker. We knew of the existence of that partnership before we came into office. But we were very responsible. That even if we had misgivings about agreements that the government entered into with private companies, we were not reckless to go out on the market steps or elsewhere and threaten private investors or companies that had agreements with the government. The responsible thing for us to have done is precisely what we did. When we came in, we reviewed the program, Mr. Speaker, and we stopped it. Mr. Speaker, the monies that we've been able to save, the $2.8 million that I mentioned earlier, has been used to bolster our TVET program. It has also been used, Mr. Speaker, to lend support to the first generation scholarship program and other initiatives in education.
Furthermore, the Education Minister claims the e-books were defective.
The United Workers' Party administration entered into an agreement with a foreign company. The company provided devices that were substandard. They were flimsy. Mr. Speaker, the rate at which the devices were being damaged was just not acceptable for the amount of money that was being spent on those devices. And despite, Mr. Speaker, the technical staff in the Ministry of Education admonishing the government of the day and saying that there can be a better alternative, they, Mr. Speaker, proceeded with the devices. We came in and we had to replace. The company developed the content. We are paying the license fee per child. We have the device that is flimsy, but the content remains the property of the company. So that if the government decided at the time that they were pulling out of the agreement, they would have no access to the content for which they were paying license fees. What have we done, Mr. Speaker, as an alternative? We have taken the teachers from our school system, working with our curriculum officers, and they have developed culturally relevant content for our secondary school students to use on our laptops.
The Education Minister also highlighted several achievements in the education sector since the SLP assumed office, including the procurement of 7,000 laptops for students, a teaching material allowance of $1,400 for educators, and tuition support now being offered to Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, SALCC nursing students. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.